Stop. Defense. They'll offset. Still second down.
I don't know. How does that work, Jeff? How can you have delay of game and offsides?
I think this is the first time I've ever heard it. It's either delay of game, which negates the offsides. That's an interesting call. I think that's what they're talking about right now.
Well, let's double check this because I have never heard those two penalties offset. I always thought the delay of game would precede anything that happened.
Once it's a delay of game, it should be a dead ball.
Well, they're going to sort it out. It's going to be second down and 10. It's 28-24, West Virginia. Pennington throws the football incomplete, a little too long for Randy Moss. And if Moss had gotten to that football, it would have been see you later time.
And these corners with West Virginia are getting away with murder. Nate Terry on that play, the ball was in the air and he's got his hands on Randy Moss all the way 15, 20-yard line. I'm surprised the officials aren't flagging that. .5:02 to play third quarter.
And Moss will have to regroup. It's third down. Maybe a yard for Low Turner. It'll be fourth down. And it could be that punt that rolled to the one may turn this around for West Virginia.
You're starting to see emotion once again in the West Virginia defense and along their bench. They should have good field position. Remember, if the punter steps out of the back of the end zone, it's a safety.
Gets the kickoff at the 45-yard line. From behind, he is ridden down. Great tackle made defensively there by B.J. Summers. He's had a pretty strong game this afternoon. Ready to go to work. Amos Zaraway that takes 4 Marshall players, maybe 5, before they stop his forward progress after a gain of 9. Now it's Zaraway to get things going for West Virginia.
And it's amazing when the players start getting into it, the fans do, and they both feed off of one another. We talked about his power, how strong he is in the weight room. Good block. White on McLeod. He keeps those legs turning. He has stood straight up.
Well, that's some of that weight work paying off right there.
His legs are still turning.
Zaraway, 14 carries, 111 yards. He has 2 touchdowns for West Virginia. He has the football, trying to get outside. First down, hit from behind, and that pushes him inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He was tracked down from behind that time by Larry McLeod, who's covering as much of this field as he can, but West Virginia now is on the move. They get the first down.
Whenever you're struggling, go back to what you do best. Hand the ball to Amos Zaraway and let him create. Great cut. Summers can't make the tackle. And you're talking about yards after you're being hit. That's 5 more.
First down 10. Ball at the 28. Clock running. 3:10 to play third quarter. Foreman in motion. McGibb is straight ahead to the fullback. Trying to power his way is Leroy White, and he is shoved back by the center of that defensive line. People like Ricky Hall, Paul Totten, B.J. Cohen.
And Cohen's playing without his helmet again.
He's done that twice now.
You know what? It's amazing to me. I think guys like that take their helmet off because they know they're on television, and they want mom and dad to see them.
He actually loses a yard on the play, back to the 29. It'll be second down and 11 as Coach Pruitt. His team has battled valiantly this afternoon and gotten right back in the football game, down by just 4 points. Quick pass is complete near side to Foreman, but he's not going to get very far. He'll get maybe a yard, and that is about it. Thomas Maxwell leading the charge for Marshall.
You know, right now, Marshall is quicker than West Virginia. They are getting to the ball. They are swarming the ball, 4, 5, 6 hats at the ball. And right now, it seems to me West Virginia is a little bit tired. And you mentioned it early in the show, John. this has not been the typical type of weather around here. It's been cool for much of this fall practice. Today it's very warm.
And we have an injured player on the Marshall side of the field. The trainers will come out and attend to him. We saw some cramps earlier in the ball game. It's Larry Moore who is down, a senior out of Danville, Virginia. And if they work on his legs, it may be more cramping. Trying to come up with something to keep this drive alive. West Virginia is 0 for its last 7 third down plays. Out of the shotgun. Bulger rolls, looks, throws, incomplete. Intended for Foreman, and he had DJ Summers all over him. He is going to go for the field goal attempt. Jay Taylor last year was 15 of 24. One more tight end, Anthony Brecht on the field on this kicking team. A 47-yard field goal attempt. To stretch the lead back to 7. The kick is up. Is it long enough? It is, but it's no good. And you can hear the Marshall fans. They were pretty quiet for about the first 20 minutes of this football game, but no longer. They are down in the north end zone, and they are whooping it up right now. Quick pass is incomplete. Intended for Randy Moss, and the guy that's been his buddy in his pocket all day right there was Nate Terry. And I'll tell you what, I think Nate Terry has done a pretty good job. Of course, as you said, they've been very physical with him, which I think probably was part of their plan.
He's done a phenomenal job, and we remember these statistics. Early in the second quarter, West Virginia had 186 yards total offense to Marshall 72. I think that's somewhat changed.
Certainly have. Marshall has dominated this game from the midway point of the second quarter. 21 unanswered points. Turner's got a lot of room. 40-45. Cuts it back at the 50. They run him down inside the 40-yard line. Cogdell caught up with him, but this guy, for a backup to Chapman, is putting on a show.
And it's not like Chapman came into this game with having to prove himself. Last year as a freshman rushed for over 1,300 yards.
Well, that is a gain of 30 there by Turner. 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore.
And it starts up front. The offensive line, Gillums, great job. Wade, they're pushing the West Virginia front back off the line of scrimmage. When your safeties and your cornerbacks are starting to be the first people to hit the running backs, you know your offensive line's doing a number.
And I think they're checking out Cogdell out there. He made the tackle. Is there a problem with his wrist?
Watch the offensive line. Look at Wade. It's like a wave. You also got to throw in John White. If you're going to ever run the ball and you're going to have a tight end in the game, the tight end must be a blocker. White, 6'6", 244 pounds, and only a junior.
They sealed the line. He kicked out the outside guy, and that opened the hole. At the 40. Was he in bounds? The official says yes. No, he says no. It was Moss trying to make the catch right along the sideline in front of the West Virginia bench and stay in bounds, but he could not do it.
And we remember at halftime, Marshall had 13 yards rushing. Right now, they have 111. And Pennington is having so much more time to sit in the pocket and throw the ball. Why? They have gained 98 yards rushing. 98 yards rushing in this third quarter.
Moss, of course, with his kick returns. And the Thundering Herd has scored 21 consecutive points. Total yards, they have moved past West Virginia, and it's been Zaraway, but they've not really gotten him untracked in the second half. They're back in the Thundering Herd on 2nd down and 10 from the 40. That one was almost picked off. A nifty little play as they tried to bring Moss back over the middle. But that could have been disaster right there.
And you talk about an interesting offensive set. 5 wide receivers, no tight end, no running back. If Randy Moss catches this ball, he may still be running.
Same thing for the West Virginia defender. He might still be going.
This offense has been brilliant on 3rd down. Another opportunity, 3rd down and 10.
That's what really started it for them when they were able to convert those 2 3rd and longs there midway through the 2nd quarter. Pressure coming, and that one is up for grabs and incomplete. Tremendous pressure up the middle that time defensively for West Virginia, and it was Bob Baum. Will they try to angle it to the sideline or just kick it high and let it float? Fair catch is called for. Flags are down. The ball is in the end zone, but there's another flag down at the 3-yard line. This is not going to be a good play for the Mountaineers.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker on the defense. 1st down. Need a ball.
Once again, a slow snap. It's a very low snap. The ball is away.
Wow.
Yeah, Carl.
Baum crashing into him. Now watch this at the other end, bottom left of your screen. This is a takedown.
That's a Larry Mahan special. That's a lasso. Grabs him around the neck.
It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. I said that was a very costly play for the Mountaineers. We have 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
And this crowd is in shock.
Pennington looking long. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown. It's Moss. And Marshall has the lead. Unbelievable.
This team has a huge heart. Down at one point, 28-3. They take the first lead of the day. Who do you go to? Randy Moss.
And he was wide open too, Jeff.
And I'll go back to this. Pennington has much more time to throw the ball once they started running the football. Turner, Chapman, gaining yards on the ground. 98 yards they've gained on the ground this quarter. Well, you can't take away both things. If you can run it, it's much easier to throw it.
This is an important extra point. It just squeezes through to make it a 3-point lead. The Thundering Herd has come all the way back to lead this football game.
Play action, Pennington, all the time in the world. Is Randy Moss for real? Yes, he is. Looks like he's going to run an out.
Then he just turns on that speed and he blows right by Barrett Green.
By Barrett Green. Easy catch, easy throw, easy touchdown.
Well, let's see if the Mountaineers now can answer. They have been quiet. Keaton fields it at the 4. Wrestled down from behind as he gets across the 20 to maybe the 22-yard line. He was tackled there by Javon Darling, and there is Randy Moss. He's the real thing.
You have a flagrant personal foul on the defense. The player is ejected. 1st down, 15-yard penalty.
Out of the game. Let's see if that gets him fired up. Lamar Martin is gone.
I think that may be a little bit severe. He certainly he took Richardson's helmet and just threw it about halfway across the field, but I'm not sure ejection is the right thing.
They'll march it all the way to the 37-yard line, and that's where the Mountaineers will go to work. And it's only a 3-point game. Zaraway, 40, 45. He's got maybe 10 yards on the play. Amos Zaraway says, give me that football. Rogers Beckett made the tackle. It is close to a 1st down.
Good job by the offensive line. Wabel, the tight end, with a great block. Great stick by the Marshall defense. They are still getting to the ball.
That's the end of the third quarter. We've got a football game. Come back with us right now. Marshall